बस आता है इलेक्ट्रिक वाला दुनिया को 3 बार हो चुकी है इसलिए अंदर से आता है एक बार उसी बस पर से पैश हम दोनों ही यार आदित्य भी थोड़ी स्नैप है सर को बोले क्या वही लोकेशन वही तो मुझे नहीं आना मुझे नहीं भाई मेरी आईडी से कोई और खेलता है मैं आपसे मैं अलग तो अब सुन मेरी आईडी में वही बोला मुझे मैं रिक्वेस्ट मेरे को बुकिंग भेज रहा हूं अरे भाई पूरी आईडी से क्यों पता मैंने किसको दी 3 लोगों के पास आईडी है मेरी उनमें से कोई पूछ लेता होगा मैं उसके ना गिल्ड मेरी खुद की छोड़ दी उसने तो वापस ऐड करवाया भाई अभी तो मैं गिल्ड का बिल्डर की क्यों मैं डायमंड 3 को अच्छे लगा हीरोइक पे हो पहले हीरोइक को अच्छा लगा मैं डायमंड को मैं डायमंड 4 को अच्छा लगा अब देखो माइक तक को नहीं हुआ करता है उसने वर्बल अब्यूज करता है माइक वगैरह गाली देता है उसकी वजह से मेरा 4 दिन के माइक की बैन हो गया और 3-4 बार लगा तो फिर तो भाई आईडी बैन हो गया मैंने कैसे लोग करके आए हुए पूरे से बहुत खराब है जो भी है इधर चोरी ना हो सर क्लास से एंड किया मैं तो बस इन में कैट्स में मैं को बोली में कौन सी मैं फोटो से मैं को सच है
Okay, my dear, waiting for me. And why this door is locked like this? Automatic Indian lock, huh? Good afternoon.
Afternoon, sir.
Very good. Sit up. What time, huh? How are these days?
Vacation, sir. Holiday.
Okay, okay. हमारा नहीं क्या है? हमारा भी vacation है. Okay, then hey, that was the exam.
Easy.
Easy.
Very easy.
What is that easy? How easy it was?
Simple math, what make?
क्यों? तूने practice नहीं किया रहेगा?
मुझे लगा नहीं है.
80 marks or 40 marks?
80.
So you are standing up 70 plus. How about your friend Tracy? Exams she also had the same school.
Yes. Our vacation, sir.
Chalo. I think we were into pollution. Started pollution? No. That only atmospheric pressure and winds. Right, na?
Yes, sir. Variable.
Winds. And we were with variable. Okay, I had finished this.
Last class you did till jets state.
I'll give it. Jet streams is the last topic, my dear. I skipped the topic. No, it's okay. Bandu is karna. We do something for you. When was the last paper, my dear?
20.
और आज क्या? इतना देर कर क्या रहा था तू? तू पहले साइन कर. तो कालिया का हाथ निकाल लेते. 20 को पेपर था and when did we meet? 2 days before. तो तभी क्या कर रहा था?
20 को लास्ट पेपर था.
हाँ ठीक है. I'm not asking that last paper का reason इधर आता. But we had paper. When was
We
the?
had 3 lectures.
You didn't arrive in one of the lectures too. Enjoy your vacations. Schools were not there. Then sitting at home.
One chant Suti.
One child Suti.
One chant Suti.
It is not one Jan. Child. First Jan. What kind of ICSE English you speak? One Jan Suti. First. मुझे आवड़ी कुछ आवाज़ आ रहा है कान में. एक काम करो इधर आ जाओ. Easy करो. And your two Bandus sleeping.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And one fellow is always that struggling. And Albert his friend he doesn't know. He came for all the papers.
In school street.
Look, just showing the notes that what we were doing. We have done all kinds of winds. Variable winds, permanent winds. So today we will finish up this chapter, and there's a beautiful chapter called pollution. That's even in Nehru also, that pollution chapter I had taught them so much good interest. They were saying, we क्या करें उसमें materially है कुछ explain करने.
So exam था हमारे exam ये lesson था exam.
So how did you do it?
Easy.
Easy. Marks doesn't come my dear beta. EG becomes PG. Only say how was the paper fantastic. Again, how was the paper fantastic?
Amazing.
Marks came amazing. Marks came in failed in all the subjects. So what did he told me? Sir, I said fantastic. You guys have corrected difficult, na? That's not my head. So put the new chapter heading only. If something is left, we'll move to the next lecture. Okay? I think I am finished. Put natural vegetation and wildlife. So what are we up to this chapter? This chapter is one other chapter which will help you to understand how is our nature, how it is functioning, okay? And what kinds of things you and me have to understand.
Sir, last exam में math पर क्या answer है?
Definitely. Oh my God. ICSE or math work.
तो भी 10 मार्क से 6 मार्क देना 4 मार्क
ठीक है बस
मार्क्स मिले
नीचे तो टेलिंग मेरे मार्क्स है क्या बोलना
सो मार्क्स मिले इसका सब
अरे मार्क्स मतलब वो मैथ का मार्क्स नहीं
he's just guessing sir is going to ask you the marks देखो very simple I will tell you first of all we'll understand the word natural regions put the heading first and every region has to be understood in perfect way in which you and me have to be very careful not to make mistakes क्या बोलते हैं do we make mistakes oh you don't make mistakes
yes
hey you look at that right so oh हाँ वो तो एक तो वो कासु भाई उसका नाम क्या है
राज
and other fellow
महाबलेश्वर आदित्य
and you guys are stuck here huh? where are you planning to go bolo
मार्क्स में जाने वाला
this pronunciation has changed I think huh mark is saying show your tongue no there is some extra maybe I confuse whatever words you say na you will eat afterwards na march bola march है ना march बोला
मार्क्स जो है
ठीक है तो अभी खेला फर्स्ट नहीं फर्स्ट भी नहीं ना वन
फर्स्ट
अने पहला उसने वन जैन ठीक है did you write the heading
yes
just understand what are we going to do here so whenever we talk about this my favorite topic or your favorite topic one thing that you don't like it's very lengthy but what is the other thing it will tell you in detail first the meaning of the word natural region correct then we will do its importance then we will be doing all types of natural regions types of natural regions the first one if I'm not so mistaken look at the textbook and tell me for tropical evergreen है ना correct है ना
इक्वेटोरियल रीजन
CBSE and ICSE get confused equatorial region second one
grasslands
tropical grassland third one
desert tropical
पूरा बोल दो
tropical desert
हाँ that to explain one by one next is desert में कैसे tropical रहेगा ना desert ही तो है
सर
है क्या oh my god
desert
next one
tropical monsoon type climate
actually we are going to study forest tropical monsoon type
monsoon type
next
Mediterranean region
come again
Mediterranean region
okay good pronunciation Mediterranean region double R A N E N
and EAN
regions next
temperature grasslands
hey temperate grasslands
नहीं सर temperature देख मैं उधर
तो wrong है
अरे वॉल्यूम में टेंपरेचर है
then it will be tundra correct and the last will be taiga tell me the order it's okay tell me the order tundra or taiga first
टाइगर
then comes the tundra you tell me out of this is India will be coming in any of the forest land or natural regions no
इक्वेटोरियल रीजन
more than they get alright ऐसे guess करना
इक्वेटोरियल रीजन
now when we look at this topic first you should tell me what is natural region tell me a vast region wait I'll tell you climate same temperature condition more or less same human adaptation you know what is human adaptation how do the human survive more or less same tree types very important you know what is tree types and that is also same So I can say it can start with one part of the region of the world. It can extend only 0 to 10 degree, north and south, which for us generally you observe. It will be equatorial region. Why is the word equatorial very important there? Sir, 0 to 10 degree है या maximum 12 degree जाएगा, north and south. First, what is your temperature? Generally high. Big high, also very high. Oh, wait a minute. We told that he has climbed the cultural and not like that movie where two girls climb to that poles. क्या movie का नाम है? Fall है movie का नाम. Full. He's gone with this pronunciation. कुछ खाया है क्या? जवान में जो है. Sure ना? मुझे क्या? ये पहले क्या बोला भाई साहब ने? Full. So now when I am saying this word natural region, a vast region, they will be in the more or less same latitude, where north and south of equator. Equator is the middlemost line. Na? Then forest, wildlife, human adaptation, or temperature, rainfall, trees there. Tree types, not trees, tree types will be same. That is why they are saying natural regions. I mean, India is the 7th largest country. Can I say entire India will be falling under this? Not necessary, not necessary. We might have something called as this area also. Do we have? Yes. Do we have little bit? Do we have this? Yes. In fact, we are here. India का monsoon specific है. It's like you fly from India to a foreign land. What is the first thing that you have to clock? In fact, my answer is time change. I am taking Mumbai Chhatrapati Shivaji International Airport. The flight was scheduled at 12 midnight, and I am landing in Heathrow. Daytime 1 day behind, and we are landing at close to 2 o'clock. So it is real confusing. From there I took one more flight to Toronto, Canada. Local time in that country was 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock, मतलब afternoon. And I landed in Toronto at 4:30 p.m. afternoon. So I was a bit confused. यार 1.5 घंटे में मैं fly किया. तो इसने बोला सर ये है ना 8 घंटे का difference है दोनों country के बीच. So what is that? What is that? Time zone. I don't know how many of you understand this flying distance between one country to another. I understand. It is the time difference between both the countries is the actual time you are flying. Correct? I mean, you know what is American time right now? Just morning right. Maybe like 7:30, 8:30. I'm not a pilot or time मुझे ये सुबह नहीं आता. Now they are in. Today we are 26. They might be starting the 26th now. By the time we close 26, they might be in the mid of the 26. Australia is 1 day ahead. As test match chalu raha. What is that day called as today? It's a very popular day in all of Europe.
Boxing Day.
You know why is the Boxing Day?
Yes, because on 25th day, every day celebrate Australia and the country celebrate this boxing. They give gifts and bring it in cricket. They have
Boxes and boxes of gifts. You can purchase it and you can gift it. I remember purchasing a very big LED TV. Boxing Day में बहुत बड़ा डिस्काउंट मिलता है 90%. $4,000 का मुझे सिर्फ $600 का मिला. Only उसी दिन. पर उसके लिए मैं रात को 2 बजे से लाइन लगा के खाता. Why? Because 1 day sale रहता है उनका Boxing Day. So look how funny is. And then you go to London, little bit of even America also they celebrate Halloween. I tease them. What is Halloween? New Year के पहले तो बड़ा pumpkin जो बनाएगा वो सबसे बड़ा Halloween. फिर इंडियन बोलता है ये कुछ नहीं सर भूत प्रेत का महीना है उनको भूत पकड़ रहा है and look how funny is then you go to Tomatiano Italy they celebrate this festival you know that नहीं देखा सड़ा हुआ टमाटर एक दूसरे के ऊपर पूरा सिटी
हाँ सर मालूम है
अभी look how funny is the game sir ये इतना टमाटर ने तो मारा है मतलब तो पूरा सिटी पाव हाँ एक दूसरे को पूरा सिटी सर पाव भाजी बना सकते हैं पूरा सिटी फिर और थोड़ा आगे जाओ द बुल रेस you have seen bull race it's not like India the bulls also run and these guys have to also run before the bull reaches that particular podium these guys need to reach and bull तो वो podium में घुस जाता है and bull fighters लोग अंदर रहते हैं have you seen it's very dangerous it comes at a full speed and that fellow very quickly pulls it सोचा अगर हमारा इंडियन को लुंगी उंगी निकल बुल इंडियन को लेके निकल जाएगा and they are trained properly because they are very ferocious one looking at the red it becomes red hot and that is the time these guys show all kinds of dance भैया एक गलत मूव किया वो उधर ही जाएगा
then वो कुछ बुल के ऊपर बैठने का होता है ट्राई करने
and they have this big dagger also वो अभी गवर्नमेंट ने बंद कर दिया पहले उसके ऊपर डैगर डालते थे कितना डैगर डाला उतना पॉइंट्स डैगर तो चटपटी रहता है all kinds of games हैं so let me pull you from all kinds of Olympics or whatever it is so अभी देखो नेचर भी अपना गेम खेल रहा है what is the game somewhere it is equator somewhere it is very freezing kind of temperature और in between बेचारा बैठा हुआ है थोड़ा विंटर भी है थोड़ा समर भी है these countries do not have summer 9.5 months winter these countries have only summer in fact no winter at all and फिर इंडिया जैसा थोड़ा समर है थोड़ा विंटर है understood what I'm trying to put in your brain so if you see this Brazil we have the biggest forest of the world which जिसके ऊपर हमारा बहुत बड़ा ये चलता है ओटी हमारा जिससे हम ऑर्डर करते हैं क्या बोलते हैं Amazon हाँ
वो तो अफ्रीका में है
अरे भैया
ब्राजील में सही आधा तो ब्राजील में है
अच्छा अमेरिका में मत नहीं
अफ्रीका में कहाँ से
हाँ
अफ्रीका में सूखा हुआ जगह है कहाँ से अमेज़न उतर रहा है
लगा
they are called as lungs of the world why they are called as lungs of the world they are inaccessible forests till date it is very difficult to enter and cut at least कुछ तो छोड़ के रखा है मैं उसको भी lungs and gills साफ कर दूँ many animals are still not classified इतना जंगल है a mosquito can bite and the next day you might die वैसा भी mosquito है so animals we can say reptiles and what is that anaconda all are there and उधर रहता कोई नहीं ऐसे जंगल में रहेगा right so we always believe that when we talk about this natural region the next thing we will go with the importance अभी types में ये है equatorial 0 to 10 degree tropical 10 to 22 degree this might be maybe like 22 to 30 degree something और ये इंडिया में है मानसून ये भी मैं आपको वीडियोस दिखाऊंगा अभी इधर जब आता है टाइगर एंड टुंड्रा इट्स नॉर्मली टुवर्ड्स द नॉर्थ पोल साउथ पोल में है ही नहीं किसी ने बोला सर हर जगह आपने नॉर्थ एंड साउथ पोल इधर बिकॉज़ टुंड्रा एंड टाइगर इज फाउंड ओनली इन नॉर्थ पोल साउथ पोल में कोई रहता भी है क्या ओनली टू कंट्रीज आर देयर इन साउथ come on one is Australia and other is New Zealand 95% of the countries are in northern hemisphere only actually Australia is not a country it's a continent it's huge in fact abhi batane how do you understand or take me some people say Australia was belonging to India only Indo-Australian plate अभी भी है कुछ जगह पर जिसको हम लोग लोकल अबोरिजिन्स बोलते हैं they worship Lord Shiva
yes it is found also Lord Shiva
Lord Shiva का स्टैचूज भी मिला है तो अभी हमारा अमित शाह और मोदी बोलेगा इंडिया में हम लोग खोज रहा था शिवा की तरह चलो भी ऑस्ट्रेलिया में भी जाएंगे हां इंटरेस्टिंग एक्सप्लेन कर कुछ and go and get a right cloth so tell him you ये दे दे एक बॉटल पानी बोल रहा बोला वाइट क्लॉथ ना थोड़ा कम सा बोल क्या आता है So we believe only one thing, that natural regions of the world unite the entire world, and we come to know what kind of animals, vegetations, etc. etc. Okay? So first write, give me your textbook. I mean, there are spelling mistakes also. Meaning of natural region, right? What is natural region?
So can I get a pen?
Even I need a pen because I need to fill certain forms. Taste box को. दो तीन दिन ले और बोल अरे मैं नहीं तू नहीं करना तेरा दोस्त ही तो है हाँ ऐसे तू करता नहीं करना मैं स्कूल में तो सब चालू रहता है give me one give me one and give me one मैंने पूछा तो मैं अरे ये हमारा है give me one I need to understand ऐसा लिखता भी है चलो me natural region ये बोलने का क्या refers to a large part of the earth's surface what is it spread it's a bunny earth's surface directly copy करो he didn't ask why do you need this वो बोलेगा लिख रहा है और सर आने से पहले पेन सर पूछ कर बोलेगी कुछ नहीं तो लिख हमारे क्या मुंह कुछ नहीं ले he is also the guy इसका मुंह पूछा नहीं कोई सर पूछ इसका तेरा इसका लायक नहीं It is full of dust nowadays. There is no lectures now. Really, इसका तो तेरा बच्चे natural regions of the world. What did I say? Large part of the Earth's surface with a high degree of uniformity. With a high degree of uniformity. I don't say it. With a high degree of uniformity. With respect to you can write like this and it's allowed the examples. Climate, soil, natural vegetation, wildlife, and also human adaptation. ये पूरा पॉइंट्स आपको हेडिंग में है इसको मार्कर बोलने का मैंने ठीक है तो अच्छा आई गेट So look at all this phenomena and tell me which one you do not understand. So ये भी रहेगा जरूरी है. B, I'm going to ask you without saying. What is a natural region? So what is this new center that's open? Which? Right here, right in front of you. Fertility center. मालूम है? Class के बारे में ये तो देखो ना सर what is project उसके आगे दूसरा
project is it project
एक ब्रांड है उधर एक आईवीएफ उधर है इन्वर्टाइल
वो बड़ा बिल्डिंग
वो पुराना नया
नेशनल
हाँ who is ready come on the first person
No, sir.
hey tell me you should learn this and they'll ask you what do you mean by natural resources. So you look at this map look are you seeing more or less same है ना ये देखो Cancer है कि Capricorn this is Capricorn this is Cancer so whatever regions found in this will have same climate more or less same soil natural vegetation wildlife and human habitation it is like Uddhav Thackeray and his son what is the son name you know what the name news channel has given him Penguin you don't know why अरे बाबा अंटार्कटिका से पेंगुइन लेकर आके इधर रखा है ना कोलाबर में हाँ तो that channel owner used to teach him बाबा पेंगुइन and baby पेंगुइन अरे है 6 में से 2 तो ऐसे ही मरे
है ना
हाँ अरे it is 9.5 crore years 11 करोड़ का तो बजट डाला उसने अब आते सारे 11 करोड़ करीब तो अंटार्कटिका का एनिमल लेकर आके तो मुंबई में रखेगा कैसे रहेगा बोला नहीं रहेगा हम ठाकरे ये ठाकरे और हमको लेके जाके ठोकरे बना दी हाँ ये स्केप्टेड पूरा कंडीशंस में मैं तो नहीं है मेरा फ्रेंड गया फोटोज आर नॉट अलाउड ही सीक्रेटली टू द वीडियो वो जब पानी को प्रोवाइड किया है इस बना के रखा है जरूर क्या बेचारा वो बहुत बुरा
इधर भी ऐसे मुंबई में
वही है
रानी लक्ष्मीबाई
वही रानी बाग ही है मराठी में रानी बाग बोलते हैं हाँ उसमें इसने लेकर आया
हाँ मैं देखा हूँ
जैसा मोदी ने अपना बर्थडे के लिए चीता उठा के लाया
मैं गया हूँ सर उधर भाई कला में
हाँ क्या करने गया
सर
पेंगुइन ही देखने
ऐसे
गया
आप
देखो पूरा स्टोरी सुना क्या आपने बोला देखा तुमने कैसा है
ऐसे कांच के अंदर का
ऊपर
पूरा
पानी है इसे ओके ओके और तेरे जैसा बेचारा जैसा दिखता है
इंजरते हाँ दिखते हैं
इतु तो है
चल रहे हैं
बट इतना पैसा खर्च करने का जरूरत क्या है ना उसका नेचुरल रीजन और किधर है
और बहुत 2-3 साल पहले गए थे 4-5 साल
तो अभी माय फ्रेंड टोल्ड मी यू हैव ऑलरेडी डाइड चीता जो लाया 12 या 8 उसमें भी 2 जन का डेथ हो चीता वाज बिलोंगिंग टू इंडिया ओनली व्हेन ये क्लाइमेट चेंजिंग एंड you know that entire plane was painted in that cheetah line you don't know 2-3 years before मोदी ने बर्थडे सेलिब्रेट किया बर्थडे सेलिब्रेट करेंगे तो उस एनिमल को क्यों सरकार आएगा उसको तो भी रहने देना how is ready with the answer come on quick without seeing
अरे सर आपने दिखाई है
हाँ तो पहला कर ले रन कर ले ये पेन किससे है मेरा हाथ कैसे
मेरा
है
ऐसे नहीं देखो मेरे पास ही है
so what we can purchase the pen तू ही खरीदेगा भाई तूने दिया ना ये पेन तूने दे रहा है
ये देखो सर
और दे रहा है
सेम इतने 50 पेन में
but how do I know that it is your pen only मतलब इसका जैसे कोई खरीद लिया तो तेरा योर बॉटल ना अच्छा अंदर का कुछ पेन किया वो भी मेरा चीज लेके ये अंडरस्टूड है ना
नहीं सर
हाँ बस अंडरस्टूड ये इसने दिया है यू चेक
हाँ तो वो मेरा ही किया है उसने
तूने लिया है
तब और किया
मैं गया था ना उधर
तो
तेरा बहुत वैसे का वैसे
हाँ बोरो करने के लिए तेरे सामने लेगा ना
नहीं सर वैसे ही है मेरे को सर 4-5 के साथ 8 दिन
अब भाई क्यों 2 घर पे भी छोड़ के आ सकते हैं
नहीं सर
मेरी लड़की को भी गिफ्ट दिया रहेगा और इधर का हमारे ऊपर बिल पड़ा वो जो सर में 2 लड़के
जी
तो एक तो से इनसे नहीं इधर बहुत नीचे से कर रहा है 12 मुझे देखा भाई है ना ठीक है ये तो मैंने ऐसे किया चलो ready, come on.
Natural region refers to the
Large part of the
natural region refers to a large part of the Earth's surface.
Last part of the
A
essay.
large part of the Earth's surface with high degree of uniformity with respect to climate, soil, natural vegetation, and also human adaptation.
Very good. कहाँ से देखा?
Good.
हाँ तो अनबन करके बोलेगा क्या? चल next. Now boy you last is this one.
It refers to the large part of the Earth's surface with high degree of uniformity with respect to soil, climate, human adaptation. Sir,
ये क्या है? आपको तो खा के बस उतने मतलब
नहीं सर करेक्ट बोला बिना लिखे हो रहा है
एग्जाम में ऐसे ही बोलते हैं सर इतना लिखेगा इसका भी मैं
सर एग्जांपल 3 लिख सकते
are you
Natural regions refers to a large part of the Earth's surface with respect to high degree of uniformity and a high degree of uniformity with respect to human adaptation, wildlife, and
सर
पैसा अर्जन कहानी खत्म सॉरी कहानी खत्म और पैसा अर्जन
climate soil.
क्या बस देखो one thing are you understanding what it is मतलब if I'm talking of equatorial region whatever in that belt will be equatorial if it is monsoon type all in that belt okay चलो next part read करके start करो what is the next heading read
क्लाइमेटिक
he was enjoying this boy और उसका पेन लेके तेरा मत बोल उनका तू एक्स्ट्रा पेन देना पड़ेगा उसमें का 10 करेगा ना
सर क्लाइमेटिक क्लासिफिकेशन पढ़ो
हां
the basic factors on the basis of which the world is divided into major natural regions is called as climate. The climate is influenced soil, flora and fauna and vegetation of the region. The climatic region are also named after the vegetation type prevalent there. The vegetation depends on not only the total annual rainfall but also on its relation to temperature and its distribution. In high latitudes, evaporation is
so
less
decide
than
कभी altitude कभी latitude there is a difference
yes.
yes
Hence, less rainfall is needed to keep the subsoil moist than its tropical regions. Every natural region has a combination of climatic
compilation
Combination.
combination है compilation है ना
Combination.
my dear what is this mother of English
I don't know.
no read again
The classification of the combination
फिर से
combination of these elements is known as climatic classification.
underline that word everyone climatic classification
Each
इससे
climate
बहुत बुरा रीड कर रहा है
Climatic.
कॉम्बिनेशन है आगे
Reading बोलेंगे.
मैं ऐसा बोल रहा कि पिछले 15 साल के बाद आज की पढ़ाई कर रहा है it is this
Each type has some common characteristics. The climatic zones are based on the following factors.
what are they
The temperature, pressure, winds, and humidity conditions show humans' response under difficult climatic types.
भाई आराम से
Climatic
पढ़ने वाला है
types is different. Landforms differ in different climatic regions.
what are they
Uh,
देखो जैसे जैसे लैंडफॉर्म है क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशंस वो भी अलग अलग रहे do you accept
Yes.
when you see Rajasthan and when you see Punjab what is the difference
Rajasthan is hot.
Rajasthan is hot and Punjab is hot.
मैंने बोला है एग्जाम में सरदार जी का नॉट फ्रॉम द राजस्थान that is also difference है ना but climatic difference सर वही आपने क्या बोला राजस्थान और पंजाब में क्या डिफरेंस है इधर सरदार मिलता है उधर नहीं मिलता और इधर पागल लोग पगड़ी बांधी कर है ना बिडर उधर ऑलरेडी लोग पगड़ी बांधा हुआ है इधर इधर थोड़ा कम पागल है, उधर पूरा ही पागल।
उधर चाइल्ड मैरिज भी होता है।
चाइल्ड मैरिज भी होता है।
हाँ।
पंजाब में?
नहीं, राजस्थान।
तुझे किसने ये सब?
सर मेरे फ्रेंड का एंगेजमेंट हो गया है।
स्कूल में पढ़ा है?
हाँ।
ये 9 साल के तेरा भी होना चाहिए। किसी सिस्टम में 9 स्टैंडर्ड।
हाँ। वैसे तो 8 में हो गया था, अभी 9 में।
तो वो शादी कब करें? तो आप लोग उसको बोलते नहीं है?
नहीं।
मतलब उससे थोड़ा सा जलन महसूस होगा, अटैचमेंट ये राजस्थान होता है। Are you sure?
हाँ।
And girl कितने साल की?
तो 7th में हो गया। पता नहीं बोला, उसने बोला
पता बोल तो रहा है, पता नहीं क्या है।
फोटो लिखा है इसलिए।
शादी
नहीं, एंगेजमेंट का।
तो पुलिस भी किस तरह भाई तेरे नाम पर प्रश्न आएगा। मैंने सुना राजस्थानी से तेरा कर देता हूं सर। तेरा कुछ है
नहीं यार,
ये बाहर जाऊंगा।
चलो ठीक।
Climatic condition influence the weathering of rocks, hence soil to vary considerably.
भाई तू जरा बाहर आ, कुछ भी उल्टा उल्टा बोल रहा है। बट जो न्यूज़ नहीं चाहिए वो सब करेक्ट सुनाएगा।
Vegetation and wildlife greatly vary from one climate type to another.
हाँ
Water runoff in rivers and streams differ considerable. Cropping season and methods vary in different climate conditions. Humans' response shows broad relationship with climatic condition. The relation between the climate and human activities is striking in regions where the primary activities like agriculture, human husbandry, and forestry.
अरे ये एनिमल हस्बेंड्री है।
हाँ,
ह्यूमन हस्बेंड्री है।
सर गलती से निकल गया सर।
अरे अभी जो जैसे न्यूज़ सुना गलती से निकल। ह्यूमन हस्बेंड्री।
सर मैं इधर पढ़ रहा था तो ऊपर में स्टार्टिंग लाइन पढ़ रहा था।
I understood, but इतना भी डीप मत जा। ह्यूमन हस्बेंड्री में एनिमल हस्बेंड्री होता है।
And forestry are domestic.
ठीक है ना भाई, आगे बढ़।
These activities are governed directly by climatic conditions. For example,
Directly by climatic conditions.
For example, each climate type is suitable for cultivation of.
नहीं बदले वो मिस्टेक के साथ ही आएगा।
नहीं सर बराबर पढ़ा।
नहीं बराबर मिस्टेक है।
Suitable for cultivation of certain crops, as the crops can tolerate some range of temperature and need a certain tolerate ही बोला सर मैं।
मैं किधर हूँ?
सर ये इधर हंस रहा है।
उसका ना hands and pants का issue है। चेक कर 10-15 तो अंदर लगेगा।
Thus, the major natural region are named after climate and vegetation type. Based on the climatic classification, the major natural regions of the world are discussed below. Equatorial region. Location.
चलो अब एक काम करो। Now put the heading in your notebook, equatorial region. I'll explain one by one and we'll write one by one. Those are right. Now there are lovely videos of each one. Shall I show you the videos?
Yes.
के बोल तो जाएगा। हाँ? क्या रे बंधु? He doesn't know what to say. एक काम करो। When you look at this heading, देखो what are the common things that you observe? All the headings come करो and बोलो how the beautifully your morning star has explained. So we are moving to the first region. Equatorial regions. Now all of your regions are explained in the same format. First heading क्या है? Location, right? Correct? What is the second heading? Area. मतलब एशिया में किधर है, यूरोप में किधर है. Third heading? Climate. And temperature भी कभी कभी आता है ना? Fourth heading? Natural vegetation. So in exam, if they ask you any detailed question, then it will be human adaptation, correct? Correct?
Yes.
Now let us fix all this in your brain now. So this chapter 1 you understand कि कौन सा format में आपको learn करने का, it becomes easy. Very good. Yes, copy it. So when I say location, you have to show me or tell me the latitudinal extent. 0 to 10, 0 to 40, whatever it is. Area, one it will be Asia, or it will be Europe, or it will be America, etc. etc. उसके अंदर भी रहेगा. Climate में you will have more points. Natural vegetation, normally we will be asking you for tree types, correct? And अभी जैसे
Wildlife also.
हाँ इसके अंदर ही आता है. And then along the tree types, I will discuss what kind of animals are found over there. And human adaptation generally उसका main activity क्या है? अभी जैसे हम लोग ये इक्वेटोरियल रीजन बोला, they are normally aboriginal communities. What is aboriginal communities? आदिवासी. क्योंकि सिटी पीपल तो उधर जाके रहेगा नहीं, क्यों ना रहेगा? उसको 5G चाहिए, मैकडॉनल्ड चाहिए, बर्गर चाहिए, जंगल में जाके कौन खोलने वाला है ना? But when you comfort. When you see these videos, you will come to know every region has its own specific importance. I mean, when you look at the Anaconda movie first part, na, they'll show you America only, and they show that they are worshipping Lord Shiva, and they are called as Red Indians. One of my friends asked me, why they are called as Red Indians? Why they are called as Red Indians? And when you go abroad, they'll ask you your skin color. Although बोलते हैं कि racism नहीं करने का पहला पूछेगा, अभी मेरा skin color, मेरा वीजा और मेरा PR कार्ड में लिखा British, हाँ, eyeball का क्या color, black. Hair color में कभी कभी लिखना पड़ता है, क्योंकि उनका hair color देखा, सब जड़ी बूटी का color दिखता है. Brown, golden brown. Some are gold, British brown. It was Hitler who used to give awards if your eyeballs are exactly blue in color. हमारे इंडिया में कितना लोगों का, कितना किसी का भी नहीं. You see that James Bond, Daniel Craig, the first, the latest fellow, he has exactly blue eyes. Then they say, no sir, we don't practice any racism, we don't practice that. सब तो पूछ रहे थे, और जो इंडिया में नहीं पूछता वो उधर नहीं पूछता. And before any of my job application, they never ask the sex of the person. And they should not ask also. अभी जैसे उसने बोला सर आप मेल फीमेल और कुछ नहीं बोलेंगे, और मैं लिखूंगा भी नहीं उसको. And they would ask about my religion also. इंडिया में कौन सा आगे नाम करते हैं? अच्छा मेल है क्या? लिखो. अभी इंडिया में मेल फीमेल ठीक है, अभी मान पड़ा थर्ड फोर्थ कॉलम में डाला है, वो भी बदलो सर कैसे सर, अरे बदल लिख. ये भाई सब समझ में आया? इस लुकिंग एट मी सर ऐसे कैसे बोल, अरे लड़की तो इंडिया में भी बहुत आगे है. एल डालना पड़ेगा या जी डालना पड़ेगा या पी डालना पड़ेगा. एलजीबीटी है ना, तुम लोग क्या है? अरे एक का तो बोलते हैं, एल का बोल क्या है? हाँ
सर क्यों सर?
अरे मुझे मालूम नहीं, इसलिए पूछ रहा हूँ ना.
लेस.
हाँ लेस, यू आर लेस. जी
सर छोड़.
अच्छा पी की तो बोलना है.
पी का पी क्या होता है?
नहीं बी बी
सर बी होता है.
क्या होता है मुझे ना लेस्बियन के ट्रांसजेंडर टी
तो टी होता है.
वो तो टी बीच में बी
क्या होता है?
पॉली नहीं है बायोसेक्सुअल.
नहीं सर पॉली सर.
See, उसको क्यों dismiss? So whenever we talk all these regions, they have their own specific admissions. What does admissions means? इसमें क्या है? Now you feel it is 2 pages, 1.5 pages, or 3 pages also textbook. But I will try to give it in a very very short format. Okay? So let us shine with the videos first.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Then explanation you are going to do.
Yes.
No. Yes, but
Yes.
Take it. Anyway, I want you to understand. So there is all the regions are shown different. ये बट हो जाता है जब रिपोर्ट ले जाता है. ये बात हम नहीं.
इसका नहीं एसी का नहीं.
अभी मैं क्या ड्यूटी कर रहा हूँ? कॉमन सेंस है रे इसको तो वो बोर्ड के उधर ही है अभी किसका रिमोट मत पूछ sometimes he behaves very good only sometimes topical first switch it on see कुछ काम कर रहा है So we fall in love with this region, but we can't go and stay one day also.
Imagine a place with no seasons, where every day is like the last. A place where it rains almost every day. A place of constant heat and humidity. Some might call such a place hell, while for others it might be paradise. It is a place on Earth with more species of plants and animals than anywhere else. Because of the oxygen generated by its millions of trees, it has been dubbed the lungs of the world. You have arrived at the band encircling the center of the Earth. Welcome to the tropical rainforest. We begin our journey through Earth's climate zones here, because here is the very center of the Earth, the equator. And it is no accident that such a hot and wet climate exists on the equator, because it is here that the sun is strongest, striking the Earth directly at 90 degrees. And as it does so, it causes hot air to rise, pulling in moisture from the surrounding seas. As this humid air rises up into the high atmosphere, it cools. But cool air cannot hold onto moisture like warm air can. And so that moisture precipitates out into vast, towering thunderclouds, which then finally release as torrential rain. And it is because of its central position on the equator that little to no change in temperature is experienced throughout the year. While more northerly and southerly latitudes experience the colder and hotter seasons, life on the equator is about watching the sun drift slightly north and slightly south of being directly overhead. In any position, it is still beating down, producing that heat and the thermals that produce all that rain. There is more complexity to this, of course. Some areas on the equator experience wet and dry seasons, but we'll cover and explain this more in the following video, which concerns the tropical monsoon and tropical savanna. So, where in the world can we find these forests? Well, naturally, they're all within the tropical zone. The most famous of these is, of course, the Amazon River Basin of South America, which stretches across many countries, most notably Brazil, Peru, Colombia, Ecuador, Venezuela, and the Guyanas. The Pacific coast of Colombia on the other side of the Andes Mountains is also home to this climate. And then there's the Congo Basin of Africa, mostly within the country of Congo Zaire, but also including parts of Uganda. The last of the three main rainforest zones is in Southeast Asia, with almost all of Indonesia and Malaysia falling within this climate type, along with New Guinea and the southern and eastern stretches of the Philippines. Many islands in the Pacific experience the same climate, including the Solomon Islands, Fiji, and French Polynesia. So, enough chatter. I know you're all dying to see some temperature and rainfall graphs, right? Well, here they are, across 3 continents and oceans, all remarkably the same. High and almost unchanging temperature throughout the year, and high rainfall throughout the year with no dry seasons. We should mention something about the graph of Hilo in Hawaii. At almost 20 degrees north of the equator, it's pretty far from it, and yet it still possesses a very wet and warm climate. The year-round rainfall is due to it being on the windward side of the large volcanoes on the big island of Hawaii. Northeasterly winds, known as the trade winds, blow moist, warm air off the Pacific all year round, and when this moist air hits the mountainous slopes, it rises, cools, and dumps huge amounts of rain upon the city. There are some other parts of the tropics where this pattern is found, including the Caribbean coasts of Central America and some Caribbean islands including the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico, as well as some eastern coastal areas of Brazil and Madagascar. There will be more on the trade winds in the next few episodes. They are key to also explaining the patterns of wet and dry seasons in other parts of the tropics. So, what kind of vegetation do we find here? Well, tropical rainforest, funnily enough. But what is it? Rainforests occur in other parts of the world, forests that grow in areas of very high rainfall. But the tropical rainforest has a unique combination of high rainfall and high temperature, which results in the most vigorous plant growth to be found anywhere on the planet. This growth most notably occurs in the form of evergreen hardwood trees, meaning dense, hard wood like mahogany, teak, sandalwood, and rosewood. But unlike the hardwoods of more temperate latitudes, these trees retain their leaves and grow all year round. A diverse array of plants grow in the shade below the thick tree canopy, and this further leads to a huge number of animal species in all classes: insects, arachnids, amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals. Spend a night in a tent here and, well, you'll soon get to know some of these guys. And what about agriculture? Crops that favor the year-round rain and high temperatures include 2 of the world's favorites, bananas and coconuts. And they have been farmed commercially in these regions for a century or more, primarily for export to the developed world. More recently, the demand for palm oil has increased considerably, leading to controversial clearing of rainforests, especially in Malaysia and Indonesia. Agriculture throughout history and across the world has always been the principal enemy of forests. But at this time, with so much global attention on the importance of maintaining the biodiversity of the tropical rainforests, finding an equitable solution between this and the economic livelihood of the people that live in these regions seems elusive as ever. Lastly, we come to major world cities. Are any found in the tropical rainforest? Well, only 2 feature, and these are just hours apart from each other on the southern tip of Malaysia. Kuala Lumpur, the capital of Malaysia and famous for the Petronas Towers, and Singapore, a highly developed global financial, shipping, and aviation hub. So that's it for this climate zone. I hope you enjoyed it, and I would love to hear your comments, especially if you have lived or experienced life personally in the tropical rainforest climate. As usual, I encourage you all to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and tell all your friends by sharing. I'll see you all in the next video as we penetrate the secrets of the tropical monsoons and savannas. Until then, stay dry.
So this shows that how good it is, which forest? Tropical monsoon rainforest, right? Yes. Sure, let's proceed. Stop this. Sorry. Meantime, I went into stock market, BSc, NSc. एक शेयर को निकाला, 2 शेयर को लगाया, You understand stock market?
Yes.
Understand?
Oh my God.
Good है. मैं इतना economics पढ़ा हूँ अभी थोड़ा सा market का थोड़ा fight है. I don't want to put my money, but come on, slowly. I'm buying some shares. The next 15 years I will not be touching that. छोड़ दें. आप रोज पैसा ऐड करते हैं. जब तक ये लड़का जवान ना हो जाए, अभी जवान नहीं हूँ. It's right for. अरे 15 years now, what will be your age? Now the age is X. After 15 years, you will be 15 years. You are double the age of father, is double the age of you. Find the present age of son and the father. अरे ऐसी तो समझ रहे हैं. जब बचपन में इसका गुस्सा आता था, तो मेरा सर नहीं समझा. Don't worry. तो हम लोगों ने पहले X था. जो और एक करने में उसको आया. फिर ये 2X था, ये 15X था. अब भरने जाए तो मुझे बंद. सीधा बोल दो ना 10 मेरा बेटा डैड से 10 साल छोटा है अब खत्म. तो मैंने क्या बोला डैड का अगर उम्र 25 रहेगा ठीक इतना भी छोटा डैड कोई नहीं बनता. शायद ये बच्चे का मतलब डैड 25 साल में उसे भी पहला अरे उसे भी तो ये खोला है. Go and check and read what is this what is it. अरे वो तो अभी चाइल्ड मैरिज से बाहर ही नहीं आया. तू तो चाइल्ड का बाप बनेगा चाइल्ड. ये these things are predictable or unpredictable? Jude is nothing predictable.
इसको कुछ चाहिए वो
He is a decent. जितना मैं जानता हूँ. He is very brilliant in my subject. His answer एक बार वो कराटा वाले को बोल के कराटे वाले को बोलता है ना सारा टीचर्स निकलता है करना. वे टेंशन में कौन करता है. ओए उसकी बहन है वो. तो दासी तेरा कितना बहन है. बस बाकी सबको फिर क्या करके रखा है. 7 के ऊपर भी रहेगा ना क्लास में. ओनली 7 गर्ल्स तो नहीं. अच्छा चल बाकी कितने हैं क्लास में.
तेरे क्लास में स्कूल में हाँ एक
लड़कियां भी नहीं
मैथ एक में नहीं है.
चल ज्योग्राफी मैंने साथ ब्रेक
3:30 हो गया.
33 इसमें भाई साहब अभी जाके घूम के आएगा कवर तो
मैंने याद आ
बाजू में 30 we have a break. I'm breaking at what time?
33.
So you will get it at 30. Okay. अरे
नहीं चाहिए
चाहिए. हाँ उसको रिलीफ चाहिए.